Chill with Carly. Tonight I'm going to be going over, or depending on when you're watching this, probably during the day, but doing the Diamond Painting Tag questions that Diamond Paint My Laura originally made up or put out. I just thought it would be a fun first whip and chat video for my channel, and depending on how long that takes, I've also got some get to know me, like diamond painting questions. So we'll get started with that. If you just want to listen to this like a podcast, or watch along, or grab your own whip, which a whip is a work in progress. I'm working on Fairy of Dreams by Ivy Dollamore for a few events. One of them is the Summer's event, the seasons. This is for the winter season. Another one is it's not till February, which is coming up really soon. The Fairy Tales and Folklore with I think it's Dr. Pepper and I can't remember, and Diamonds at Washi with Katie. And the next one, or the third one, is Blinging in the New Year, which kind of has its own explanation there, but yeah, so this kit qualifies for all three of those, so I thought, why not? Well, let's get started on the Diamond Painting Tag questions. And I had to write these down and kind of think about them, because when I turn the camera on, my mind just goes blank. I'm still really new at this. I'm hoping the flow gets better. But anyways, question number 1 is, how many kits do you plan on completing this year? Well, as many as possible. I have a lot of large, square, heavy confetti kits, which those are my favorite to do, but those also take a good, a long time to do. And I get to do usually like one of these squares per day, sometimes 2 if I get some more diamond painting in than I usually do. But I have a toddler who goes to therapy, and we just stay really busy. Have animals and kind of stuff to take care of, so I kind of do that before I get to diamond paint. But usually it's like 1 to 2 a month. Like if I don't finish, say like January, I'm not going to have any finishes. But in February I should have 2, because I'm working on this one and then another kit from Orloa. So we'll probably finish up those 2 in February, hopefully at the kind of the beginning to mid-February, and then I can start on another 2, because that's what I have. I'm actually working on 3, but the other one's at my grandmother's house, so I only work on it when I'm at her house. But my storage space, I only have 3 storage containers, I guess you would call them. So anyways, I just kit up 3 at a time. And the one at my grandmother's house, it's Sunnyside Antiques, and it's huge, square, very confetti heavy, and it's an older kit, so I'm kind of having to really watch my placement on that one, and it takes me a while. But anyways, so hopefully, I'm hoping between 12 to 16 maybe. Alright, number 2, what kit are you prioritizing this year? That's kind of a hard one. I don't really have, like, I have some favorites that I like to work on, but not any like certain one is like I have to get this one done. I really want to do a lot of my rainy day kits this year, because I just, why not? I like, the ones that I really enjoy working on. I really enjoy the artwork. And my stash isn't tiny, but it's not huge by any means. And being a stay-at-home mom, I really have to be picky kind of of the kits I get, because budget is pretty limited for diamond painting anyways. But I've been really fortunate. My husband fully supports my habit, and my grandparents, and just, I don't know, I've been really fortunate when it comes to having as much as I do, considering I don't have a paying job. I definitely have a job. Let's see here, number 3. What kit are you avoiding but want to work on? It's actually 2 kits. One of them is Dragon Chess by Diamond Art Club, and the other one is Tarot Town by Dreamer Designs. Dragon Chess, that one, my husband really likes that one, so I'd like to do that for him. But it's an older kit, a square kit, and it's very big, so I know it'll take me a good while, and I just don't want to devote my kit up space to it just yet until I get some more kit up space to have. And Tarot Town is from Dreamer Designs. It's an older Dreamer Designs square, and I have not heard good things about that as far as like gapping, and I haven't tried it. I've done a Dreamer Designs rounds, but I've never done a square, so I don't know, a little nervous about that. I'm worried that I would start that, and then it's also huge. I would start that and then not, just want to chunk it, and I don't want to do that. I feel like those are gonna have to be like in the mood to want to do one of those. But I do love the artwork, so I would like to get them done eventually. Okay, question number 4. What kit in your stash do you never plan on working on? Okay, I should have started this out earlier, but I don't stash shame. I don't want other people, stash shaming me. We all get our start somehow, and we have, you don't know someone's situation or budget, or what's going on and what they can and can't do. So I don't want any kind of judging or being rude. If someone has a bad thought, or you have a bad thought, or something not nice to say, just keep it to yourself. But the kit I would say I never plan on working on is a kit that I got from AliExpress. There's actually 2 that the rendering is horrible. Like, skin tones are terrible, very unnecessary confetti. I don't think the quality is bad, like as far as like the drills and the glue and that sort of thing, like the canvas material and all that stuff seems fine, but the rendering is I just don't see a point in doing those, because I don't think they would turn out well, and I just don't want to waste my time trying to deal with that. My neighbor's little girl is getting into diamond painting, and I thought that I would offer them to her, because I wouldn't do anything but maybe save the drills, which that's just whatever. I already have a lot of extra drills anyways, so if that would be something she would be interested in, I'd be more than happy to let her get those and practice, and see if it's going to be something she wants to do more of, and that way her mother won't be out anything, and she can have fun with it. Question number 5. artist you can't skip out on this year. Well, that's a lot. I've only started diamond painting in August of 2025, and like when I started out, it was like Amazon, AliExpress, Temu kits. So when I found like Diamond Art Club and stuff, like my first canvas I didn't even buy from Diamond Art Club. I got it off Macari, and I haven't done it yet, but I just kind of went crazy, a little crazy, I think, like we all do when we discover Diamond Art Club. But anyways, so my artist could change within the year or so, because I think I've finished like 5 or 6 kits last year, and most of those were like from events, so I didn't really pick out the ones that I wanted to work on at that time. So the answer to that question is I'd like to do a Rita Kanye or Art Illustrations canvas, and I have a couple of those. I'd like to do a more Margaret Morales kit. I hear a lot of good things about people really enjoying those kits, and I have 2 of those, and a Dakota Datewaller. I really like her artwork and would really like to do one of hers too. I've got that Raccoon City. It's huge, but I really like it. And I missed out on Peaceful Bigfoot, but I am searching through these stashes and constantly checking to see if it's been restocked. Will be so disappointed and sad if I miss out on it again. So really been on the lookout for that one. You'll kind of figure out why in another one of these questions. But number 6, what new artists would you like to try? Pretty much all of those that I just listed, because I haven't done any of canvases by them yet. But also I really like Kikawa's artwork, which I've only seen her artwork on Mini Made, and it's either Diamond Artisan, I can't remember. It's another small company that I really like. I think it's like the Rainbow Mermaid, I think is the name of it. I really like that one too. That I would like to see more of her artwork in more places, because I really like it. Alright, question number 7. Sorry if that was loud. What new painting theme or style do you want to try this year? I would really like to try a mystery kit. I don't own one, because I can't just do a kit and not know what the image is and not know if I'm going to like it or not. So I have to find out what the image is, but I still would like to work on a mystery kit. I think it's just a different experience. And as of right now, there's not really any that's like, oh, I gotta have that. There's a few that I like. I like the Josephine Wall one. I think it's like Daughter of the Sea. It's really pretty. There's a Dakota Datewaller one. It's the one with the bears. Really want to get that one if I find it for a reasonable price. It's usually pretty pricey if you can find it. But they came out with a lot of mystery kits in 2025. Diamond Art Club did, so hopefully there'll be one that I'm interested in that would be kind of a normal price, and maybe use some points towards. But yeah, and another theme or style I would like to try is the cross-stitch conversions. I would really want to try one of those. They seem fun. I did a little bit of cross-stitching when I was in high school and really enjoyed it. So I think it would be cool to kind of combine the two, sort of. and it takes a little bit more brain power than regular diamond painting, which I think is pretty cool too. It's not so mindless. And plus there's artwork, you know, cross-stitch kits that I would love to be able to diamond paint, but there's not like a diamond painting, you know, for that, I guess. I don't know the right words for that, but I'd really like to try that. I know Jaded Gem Shop does some. I was late to I would really want to do one of the print sales panels from Creatively Stitching and Jaded Gem Shop, but I didn't figure it out in time, and the Creatively Stitching doesn't offer those patterns anymore, or one that I would want. Heaven and Earth Designs, I've looked into that, and I don't know, I like some of their images that they have, but I'm not a big fan of the rendering. I like more of a pixel charted look, like a hand charted look, than I do the computer rendering when it's kind of more softer and kind of, to me it just seems fuzzy. I don't like it. I guess some of these companies like Diamond Art Club and Orloa and some of these other companies, I really like the crispness of it. And like, if I have one Jaded Gem Shop canvas, I can't talk, that I really I enjoy. Like, I got the pixel charted image, and I'm pretty sure like it would, you know, not enjoy the computer charted near as much. There's a few on Jaded Gem Shop that I would like to get, but I don't like the computer charted. And I know that you can, I think, pay to like get Jade to go ahead and hand chart those, but I'm not sure how much extra that would be, and her kits are pretty pricey anyways. I mean, they're good quality, but still a little pricey for me. So we'll see how that works out, maybe for like a birthday or Christmas or some, you know, some kind of gift, because most of the time that's when I get a new diamond painting, is around those times. Maybe for Valentine's Day, if I can talk my husband into it. Excuse me, I gotta get a drink. Anyways, moving on to number 8. What companies would you like to try this year? Well, quite a few, because the only ones that I have had any experience with as far as like diamond painting kits from them is Diamond Art Club and Orloa. And I'm working on one from Orloa right now, and I love it. I'm a huge fan of Orloa, so really been enjoying it. Definitely will be looking into getting more. But I would like to try New Made, and I do have one in my stash, just haven't worked on it yet. I'd like to try Captured by Radiance. I just haven't seen any from them that it's like I really want that. But I'm sure that could change. The Diamond Art Gallery, which I don't have it yet. It's on its way, but that was it was a Christmas present, and it's supposed to be like really luxury and stuff. I've seen unboxings, and I can't wait for it to get here, and I would love to start working on it right away, which I'm not sure. Like, I would love to work on it, but then again, it's like one of those, like, you just want it to sit in your stash for a little bit. Like, you just want to kind of, you know, one of those, like, enjoy it for a little bit. That's how I kind of like am with all of mine. It's like it's bittersweet to when you get them finished. It's like, you know, you get that rush of dopamine from finishing the kit, but then it's like, oh, it's over, I can't work on it anymore, and I really love working on them. And let's see, some more is Rhinestone Goddess Creations. I love a lot of the artwork on there, and Diamond Artisan, which is kind of similar artwork on there too. I'd like to try those. And then, like I said, Jaded Gem Shop, which I have one in my stash, but I haven't worked on it yet. I haven't had it very long. And I know it's a Disney inspired one, and I kind of want to do the Disney event. I'm not sure when it's coming up, so I've kind of been saving that one, and I really, really like the artwork on it, so it's like one of those that kind of just want to let it simmer in your stash for a little bit. Okay, question number 9. What artist do you want to see more licensed artwork from? I don't think I could pick just one singular artist, but definitely Rita Konya, Kikawa, Dakota Dateweiler, Reagan Kubicek, and Maria Chekhareva. That was a mouthful. But I really like the one I'm doing from Orloa right now is a Maria Chekhareva canvas, and I really love her artwork. I think it's so cute. Reagan Kubicek, she's another one of my favorite artists. I completed one of her kits from Germany Designs, and it was beautiful. Like, it's probably my favorite finish so far that I've ever completed. Rita Konya, I mean, that's just kind of self-explanatory. Like, I'm not so much a fan of like the portrait kind of stuff that she does, but definitely the room scenes, like the Cozy Autumn, I love that one. Cottagecore Witch, I love that one. Yeah, I like a lot of her room scene stuff. I've seen some that they've submitted to licensing, or it may have been in voting. I can't remember, but it's this. I think she's a witch, and she's sitting in like a rocking chair, maybe. I know the color palette was beautiful. It was like pink and greens, pastels kind of, and it was so pretty. And like I said, Kikawa, I love her artwork, and I just don't think that there's enough in the diamond painting world of it. I think Kikawa's I'm not sure. I haven't looked into that, but we'll just go with it. Number 10. How has your diamond painting taste changed over the year? This one's kind of hard because I haven't been diamond painting that long, but I've learned that I can like the artwork, but I don't necessarily want to diamond paint it. I do not like solid kind of backgrounds. I am not a color blocking fan. It's okay, you know, like a good mix of confetti and color blocking. Like, I do like that, but like as far as like a solid background, I'm not a fan of that. And I think some of these that they could maybe make a little smaller, cut out some of the background so much so it's not so bad. Like, I love a lot of Miss Butter D's artwork. Like, I really like Catch Me, but I can't deal with the background. Another thing is, you know, when you first start, most of the time, most people start with rounds because that's what's in the kind of the cheaper kits that usually people get started with when they're first diamond painting. And I liked rounds. I didn't really know, you know, much of a difference, and then got introduced to squares and not so much a fan of the rounds anymore. I mean, I don't mind doing rounds, but they're not my favorite. Like, if I really like the artwork, then that's fine. But if I have my option, I'm going to choose squares. It's just so much more satisfying to me. I love, you know, the way they pop into place and just the overall image better. It just seems, I don't know, more crisp, which the squares are more shiny, which I do like that, but I mean, the rounds are more shiny and more faceted. Let's see, was that all I had? Yep, okay. For question number 11, what is your main diamond painting goal for 2026? Okay, since I have started diamond painting, I have done event after event after event. And I know my diamond painting goal was to not do that this year, but I'm not getting off to a great start. I mean, I like events, but I also want to work on, like, what I want to work on. That's kind of what I want to do this year. You know, it's like, oh, that's why I'm doing, like, it's like a year of rainy day stash kits. And that kind of goes hand in hand with, you know, if there's an event coming along, like the way this, like I wanted to diamond paint this one and it just happened to fit in with those events. So, you know, why not? That kind of checks all my boxes, but this year I'm not going to work on a canvas just because it fits into that event. Which, I don't want to say anything bad about events or anything, but there's been some issues. We'll just leave it at that. Okay, and the last question, number 12. What diamond painting thing are you leaving behind in 2025? It's actually two things, and that is comparison. You know, like, you see some of these creators or people posting, like, you know, like, say, like, I noticed it first time when doing drills and chills, and, you know, there'd be someone on their third and fourth canvas, and, you know, them in less than a month, and it's like, man, I must be really slow. I'm not a good diamond painter at all. Like, how are they doing it that fast? What am I doing wrong? And it doesn't matter. Like, as long as you're having fun and, you know, doing, you know, what you can, then it doesn't matter. And it took me a little while to kind of get to that point, because, like, I was spending all of my free time, all the free time I possibly had, to work on kits and do diamond painting, because I felt like I wasn't, you know, getting enough done, which I did end up finishing my canvas. It was a really big one, but I did end up finishing it in time, and I, you know, was proud of myself for that. But that's another reason why I don't want to do as many events this year, is because the pressure to finish, you know, your kit in a certain deadline kind of takes away from the fun and the, you know, the relaxing of it all. I diamond paint to help with anxiety and depression and stuff, like, and that kind of just adds the anxiety to it and makes me, you know, like, not want to do it as much, because it feels like there's pressure involved. So, yeah. And then another thing is FOMO, fear of missing out. And I think that happens a lot, especially when you first get into diamond painting, because you know, like Diamond Art Club, they can release something on Saturday, and within, you know, less than a minute, it's sold out. And you know, and you feel like you missed out. And there's some things, you know, it's like, did I even really like it that much, or did I just, you know, everybody else liked it, so I, you know, wanted to be in with it. And I think that happens to a lot of, you know, when you first get into diamond painting and diamond art clubs specifically. But yeah, I would just, you know, if there's been some kits that I've had on my wish list and I went through and thought about it, it's like, do I really, really like this? Like, would I enjoy diamond painting this? Or is it just like a popular kit? And I've taken several off for that reason. And there's also been others that I have added to my wish list because it's like, well, yeah, I think I would really enjoy that. It's been, you know, it could be in stock for months or you know, however long. So, yeah. Let's see how much time I've got. Okay. Yeah, we're at the 30-minute mark, so we can do a few more questions, I think. The get to know me questions, there are 16, and they should go a little faster. I'm sorry I'm having to take a drink ever so often. I'm just now, this is why it's taking me so long to do a whip and chat for my channel, is because I have been sick and my throat has been really sore and hoarse, so I'm just not getting over that, so I'm having to take a lot of sips to kind of help with that. But let's get started on the get to know me diamond painting questions. Number 1, do you prefer round or square? Which kind of already answered that. Definitely prefer squares. They're just more satisfying to me, and they are slower, but at this point I really don't care. It's what I like. Number 2, color blocking or confetti? I answered that one too. Definitely confetti, which I like line blocking too. I think that's another favorite of mine because it still goes kind of fast and you're not like hunting and pecking drills. Number 3, favorite artist. I have a few right now. I guess my top one is Josephine Walls, which I hate that I wasn't into diamond painting when she was licensed with Diamond Art Club. I missed out on a lot. I have been able to get a few. It, you know, found some really good at some really good prices for them. My like unicorn of all unicorns was a Josephine Wall, and I was able to get it. So really happy about that, and want to get all the enhancements that I possibly can before I start working on it. I've got a pin to match. Like, I'm very excited about this canvas. Another artist I really like is Maria Chekhareva. I'm working on one of hers right now and really enjoy it, and just waiting on more of the ones that I really like to come back into stock at Orloa. And Dakota Dateweiler. Really love her stuff. I love all the animals and the kind of her style. And then Rita Konya, her room scene stuff, really love those. I'm sure, like, I like Kikawa, like I could keep going. Like, I love a lot of artists that I see in diamond paintings. Favorite company. This could change, but right now it's a tie between Orloa and Diamond Art Club. Like, I like Diamond Art Club's, I think, grid a little bit better, which there's nothing wrong with Orloa's. I think squares seem to fit just a little bit better on the grid than with the Orloa. But I've had a problem with Diamond Art Club's canvases, not the glue not being very sticky in areas. And I've heard other people have that problem too, and I'm not sure why. And it seems like too, Diamond Art Club, sometimes you can be a little short on drills, which they do great getting those out. You know, if you are short, getting those out pretty quickly to you. Or like if you have, you know, say a spill or something, like they get those out pretty quick. Which I haven't had that problem with Orloa, but I haven't worked on. Like I said, I've just working on one right now from Orloa. That's the only one in my stash from Orloa. But that will probably soon be changing. They should be, I know they had a sale and should be putting out more newer kits. So I'm really excited about to see what they come up with and what they have. Let's see. Favorite painting, which I guess that would be my unicorn. It's Titanian Oberon by Josephine Wall and Diamond Art Club. And then the one I got from Jaded Gem Shop is Can't Say I'm in Love. I think it's Toshiya Son is the artist to that. I like Hercules is my favorite Disney movie, so had to have that. And it was pixel charted, so it was just, yeah, I gotta get it. And then Albino Mermaid by Kikawa. I hunted that canvas down for the longest time and could not find it for what I would prefer to pay for one. But I ended up getting lucky on Macari and found one for a pretty reasonable price, and so I'm very happy about that. That was another, it was either Christmas or birthday, I don't remember, but it was a gift, and very thankful for that. Okay, favorite finish is My Brightest Dreams by Raykin Kubicek and Dreamer Designs. It had, I think there was like 11 ABs and 3 crystals in that kit, and it was just, it's so pretty. My daughter, she has autism and struggles with communication, and even like I did that kit for her. She loves Care Bears, and I finished it and I showed it to her, and she said, "Wow, it's beautiful." So if it gets her to talk and say something, it's got to be pretty good. But yeah, I want to have it dry mounted, but at the same time I'm afraid to, because I've seen sometimes they get messed up when it's done like that. But it's also really hard to find frames to fit them. So I don't know, I've been going back and forth on the best way to do that. But yeah, I'd like to get that where I can display that in her room. I think she would really like it. And the bling on that kit is just sparkle, sparkle, sparkle. Okay, number 7. What tray, pen, and putty do I use the most? I don't have the most experience with this because I just got like what I call fancy pens not even a month ago. Like started kind of getting a few of those. I've won 2 in an event, and they turned out really pretty, but they're not the most comfortable for me. And then I won a gift card to Crafts with Crashly, And I got one of her like polymer clay pens. This is it. And I really like it. It's comfortable, it's light, it's easy to turn. I call it my daughter's pen. She really likes it. It's got the crayons on it. And then I got this one. It was a mystery pen from, I know I can't say this right, but this is the company, Obrion. I think that's how you say it. Custom turning on Etsy. And it's the most comfortable pen I have. It is so nice. I love it. It's not like harsh edges, I guess, like my other ones. I really like it. Before I was using just like the regular kind of generic pens that you get from like AliExpress and Temu. Like there's nothing wrong with those. Those were comfortable too, but this I didn't realize how much a pen would make such a difference until I got this one and really liked it. I told my husband, I said, I gotta have the fancy pens from now on. I can't go back. I'm spoiled now. I got used to it. The tray that I like to use, I love the Forever Young trays, and I've got two of those. I've got this one, it's blue, and I have a silver one that this really kind lady on D-Stash. I bought a canvas from D-Stash, and it was like maybe the second Diamond Art Club canvas that I had ever got, no, I think it was the third one. And on her post it said that toolkits were not included, or to ask for, I can't remember the wording, but I told her, I said, you know, I don't need a pen or putty or wax, you know, I don't need that. I don't really have any trays. And so she asked me some questions, what I preferred. You know, I just told her, you know, I'm not picky. I'm, you know, just a tray, just, you know, just something that I can get the job done with. And she sent 2 Forever Young trays, which I thought was very kind and very, very generous. Super sweet lady. Let's see, and then putty. I haven't used, I mean, I love putty. I love the scented putty. The one I'm using in my pen right now is, it's the cranberry from Tracy's DP World, which I like it. It seems to be kind of less sticky, because on this canvas, if I use my most preferred putty, it doesn't work out. The canvas isn't sticky enough. But like on the Orloa one, like I was saying, it has no problems, and it does, for me, it does the best with ABs, which this one does okay. And another one that I like is Tater Tots Creations. I really like their putty. Let me see if I have, yeah, right here. These are just cover miners, but yeah, this putty, it's really nice. This is the firm putty. I don't think I have any on hand of the regular. Oh yeah, I do right here. But this is, there's the name. And it's Magic Tack Putty. This is the regular formula, which I've almost used all of that too. This is, I like it too. It's like a peachy smell. It's really refreshing. And then this one was, I think Macintosh Apple, but it has kind of like a cinnamon kind of scent to it, which was nice for like around Christmas. The cranberry scented one was also a Christmas scent. But this is my like most preferred putty. It's Putty Perfection, and this is the Fruit Loop cereal scent. And I may be kind of biased, but the lady who makes this lives in Alabama, and I live in Alabama, from Alabama, so I like to support that. But the only then it smells amazing. I mean, I think that's one of the reasons like I like to use this the most, because I like a strong scent, and this smells so good. You can smell it the whole time it's in your pen, and it lasts forever. Like, I can put it in my pen and not have to, if I keep on working on the Orloa one, I can use it for days. But it smells so good, and the colors are pretty. But to me, it's just not enough. Like, I don't know. It doesn't have how many grams it is on here, but it's a small square, and I just wish there would be more in there, because it goes. I mean, that's the one I like to use the most. It's my favorite. But yeah, that's my pen, putty, and trays. What is my favorite diamond painting tool? It would definitely have to be the light pad and my pen. My pen, I don't know, it just makes things so much easier than the light pad. It would be so much harder, I think, to place straight, which the only thing I don't like is you can kind of see, like, I mean, it's not really gapping, I just call them like cracks. And when you turn the light pad off, you can't see the cracks anymore. But it does help get things, you can get things lined up and much straighter than if you didn't have your light pad. Because sometimes, depending on where I'm at, like if I take a diamond painting with me, or I choose a diamond painting bed, that I don't move my light pad in there. So when I bring the painting back and put the light pad under it, it's like, oh, I didn't do near as well as I thought I was doing with placement. But anyways, number 9 is favorite thing to watch or listen to while diamond painting. That can kind of change. Say like if I'm like the Hercules painting that I'm doing, or plan on doing, like I'll probably watch the Hercules movie. I have just got in Midnight Explorers, and it's like a Coraline reference. Probably watch the Coraline movie, things like that. Or if I don't really have like a reference, something that kind of reminds me of that, I love to watch either their diamond painting content, like unboxings or whip and chats, or cryptid stories like Bigfoot, Sasquatch, Dogman, aliens, paranormal, any of that stuff. And that's why I really like, I want to get the Peaceful Bigfoot by Dakota Dayweiler, because when I seen that one come out, I was like, that is for me. I need that. I just think it's so fascinating. And also, I like true crime too. Like if it's a case that I'm interested in and there's new updates and stuff, I'll watch that or listen to that. Okay, number 12. Favorite thing to diamond paint. I really like room scenes, like this one right here. I mean, this is a room scene. And then I like portraits, which is kind of like the one by Orloa that I'm doing right now. Not a big fan of landscapes. I've only seen one landscape, and it was a Chuck Pinson, that I was like, okay, it's beautiful. It's a Wild Africa. I think it's even in stock right now, or just restocked. And it's huge, so that's kind of intimidating, but it's beautiful. I'm a huge animal lover, and I love that canvas, so really wouldn't mind diamond painting a landscape full of animals. I think that one would be the one exception. Let me see. Number 13. Favorite color palette to diamond paint. I like the blues, bright colors, pastels, and purples. Excuse me. I've noticed with this canvas, like the blue trails just seem to snap into place and do so much better. I don't know, they just fit better and really like that. And I just got Undersea Library by Dakota Dateweiler, so I'm looking forward. That'll be my first like seascape one that I've done. Still looking forward to a canvas full of blues with that. Purple is my favorite color, so that kind of explains that. And I love bright colors. Like, I don't mind a dark diamond painting if I like, you know, really like the artwork. Like, I'm not gonna say, oh, I don't want that diamond painting because it's dark colors. Like, you know, that's fine. It's just not my absolute favorite. Okay, number 14. Least favorite color to diamond paint. That would definitely be brown. I guess browns, yellows, and reds is not my favorite, and I kind of figured that out with my first ever Diamond Art Club canvas, and it was for Drills and Chills. It was Phoenix Fire, and I chose that kit because it reminded me so much of Supernatural, the show Supernatural, and that's like my favorite show of all time, and so I really wanted to do that kit, and I enjoyed the kit, but I didn't really like the colors of it, if that makes sense. Let's see, number 15. Favorite diamond painting hack. The dryer sheets. Everyone knows, or most people know, that Diamond Art Club is the queen of static. So yeah, that when you're kitting up Diamond Art Club, especially the squares, not so much the rounds, you're definitely gonna need dryer sheets. Another big help that I have found is if you're diamond painting ABs, specifically like having to color block ABs, I like to get a damp paper towel and just kind of touch my pen to it, like every one or so placements, 1 to 2 placements, and you just, and it doesn't, your putty doesn't stick to the drills, and the drills do not stay on your pen instead of the canvas, and that's saved me a lot of time and a lot of headache doing that. Which I learned that from, I forgot what company, what Etsy company it is that does the lily pads, but I thought, well, instead of doing that, I can just get a damp sponge or paper towel, and that should work, right? And it does. The paper towel method works pretty good for me. I get a like a cover, these things, and I'll put the paper towel in a square, like fold it in a square and get it damp, and then set it on this, and that way it doesn't leak through to anything and get any of your other things damp or wet. And that's worked really well for me. Oh, I forgot to mention this in my diamond painting tools. So I like to use this too. Like if I have, say for instance, like this putty where you can't just like stick your pen down in there. I guess you could, but it sticks to the tin if you mash too hard. So I like to get a little bit out with my fingers and then roll it to its little log, set it on here, and then mash my pen down and stuff because it's hard. And I think that's why Orloa, this is from Orloa, I think that's why they put these in their kits for that reason. And it's really come in handy for me. Okay, and then the last question is a single or multi-placer. I prefer to multi-place. What I like to do is, like, I go in and I multi-place everywhere, and then wherever I have like a single, like right now I'm doing W, So like there's a single, there's a single, there's a single, there's a single. And so I'll multi-place everywhere, and then I go back with my single placer, so I'm not constantly switching back and forth, and that kind of helps me save time. I've seen where some people even will take their multi-placer and just get one on it and then single place like that, but I don't know, about like OCD or something, I can't do that. It's much more satisfying for me, especially, you know, if it's surrounded, like say for instance this W, you know, all these A's were covered up, and you just mash it down in there, and that crunch, I love it. It doesn't seem to be as satisfying when you do it with the multi-placer end instead of the single placed end. So yeah, I think that's going to be about it. I posted my first video, and then it took me a while. Like I said, I got sick. It was like the worst possible timing. And I think even in that video, you can hear me starting to get sick and my voice being bad. But, anyways, I have some upcoming videos planned. I'm not sure which one I want to do first, because I'd like to do a stash video. And then I'd also have some kits, about 10 or so that I haven't opened yet, that I would like to do like a treasure quest card hunt, and show what cards I do have. So I think that would be pretty fun, but I don't know which one to do first, because if I do the stash video, then there's going to be ones that aren't open yet that I won't be able to show the canvas, which I don't really know if that matters a whole bunch. But if I do the treasure quest card first, it's kind of like, well, what's the point of doing the stash video? Because most of mine are Diamond Art Club anyway, with the exception of like 4 or 5. So I don't know. I'm going to think about it some more and see what I think would be best. But, or if you want to let me know what you want to see first, or what you think would be best, I'm up for that too. But yeah, I think that's going to be all for me for this WIP and chat. So if you like this video, like and subscribe, and I will see y'all in the next one. Bye.